folks, Paul Laramie with Right News America, coming to you live from my undisclosed bunker location. Okay, I'm in my house. So everybody knows about the new DHS issued the terrorism threat alert for the 9/11 anniversary, right? Now the bulletin notes that foreign and domestic terror organizations continue to spread misinformation and calls for violence against officials, law enforcement, government, and religious buildings. The warning went out on a mass broadcast. And the problem with this warning is the people that they are warning you, who may be domestic terrorists, are in fact everyday Americans. Over 160 million Americans fall into the categories that they're claiming would label them as domestic terrorists. Now that's a problem. I'm going to read this directly from the DHS website. These actors are increasingly exploiting online forums to influence and spread violent extremist narratives and promote violent activity. Such threats are also exacerbated by impacts of the ongoing global pandemic, including grievances over public health safety measures and perceived government restrictions. So it's not perceived government restrictions. People are actually speaking out against actual government restrictions, folks. They're saying that people that are against vaccines or don't believe in the coronavirus vaccine, or folks that are against the mask mandates or refuse to comply with the mask mandates, folks who do not believe that Joe Biden won the presidency legitimately, Trump supporters, are on the list of folks that they consider domestic terrorists. I don't know if you folks are listening to my friend JD over at the Vegas Take. He made a comment the other day about how the stage is being set for domestic conflict by naming over 130 million Americans domestic terrorists. You're causing a conflict. The stage is being set for a domestic conflict. And not only that, but I did some more research. We are not actually a protected class. As a Republican, political affiliation is not a protected class. How they wouldn't bake cakes for homosexuals, and the courts ordered them to bake cakes for homosexuals because they are a protected class. See, Republicans and conservatives, we're not a protected class. So therefore, they can do whatever they want to us. So our next step, folks, is to become a protected class. It's sad that we have to lobby to have our political views protected, but it seems that as the stage is being set, our best legal recourse at this point is to become a protected class. The bottom line, folks, not being a protected class, you are subject to discrimination because of your beliefs, because you are conservative, because you are Republican. Here in America, in the greatest country in the world, you are subject to discrimination because you disagree. Well, I'll tell you what, we have a right to be conservatives. We have a right to be Republicans. We have a right to disagree with the left without being called domestic terrorists. This is our country. I'm Paul Laramie, and this is Right News America.
Right News America.